Hey friends, we are tired. I said we are tired, but I'm really more tired than Green Crayon. Green Crayon is still very happy. We went over to Disneyland in California and we came back with a few friends. We brought Minnie, Mickey, and Dopey for today's lesson. We went because Mickey Mouse is actually celebrating his birthday November 18th. Yes. And he was actually, the first sketch of Mickey Mouse was done by a guy called Walt Disney. When he died, he was 65 years old. Pretty impressive life. He was an American entrepreneur. He was an animator. He was a writer. He was a voice actor. He was a film producer. And he was born in Chicago in 1901. And he loved drawing. Ever since he was a little child, he loved to draw everything. And he uses something called symmetry in his designs when he was creating characters. So the face would be like either an egg shape or a round circle, and he'd make sure the eyes are reflective, left side versus right side. He loved to use symmetry. That way he knows that his characters are even on both sides. And when he was 18 years old, he took a job as a commercial illustrator. And that didn't last very long because him and his brother Roy, they opened up something called Disney Brothers Studios, and that's when Mickey Mouse was born. He also created films like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. There's one of them. And in the 1950s, he decided that he is going to branch out into amusement parks. So he opened the first ever Disneyland in California. Amazing guy. Okay, so we have two options today. If you are wanting to do baby Mickey Mouse looks something like this. Here you are. Or if you are interested in doing baby Goofy, Goofy's more my kind of a friend here. You can go ahead and get your materials ready for baby Goofy. I'll see you friends on the drawing board. Hey friends, today we're going to do our version of Baby Goofy. So we're going to need the following supplies: a blank sheet of paper, a pencil, definitely a Sharpie marker. If you don't have a Sharpie marker and you have a black color pencil or a black marker or even a black crayon for outlining, that would work just as well too. An eraser, because we're going to make those little boo-boos and we will need to erase them. And something with color. So you can either use markers, crayons, or color pencils, or you can mix and match depending on the color availability that you have. All right, so let's clear the board and let's go ahead and grab our pencil. And we're going to do almost like a balloon shape or an egg shape first. We're going to press lightly because we're going to have to erase some of these lines afterwards. We're doing a process called overlay, and then we will erase what we don't need. So here is our egg shape, and Goofy head has almost like an egg shape, but then there's another layer that happens, and then the front part where the cheek and the mouth and the nose sits actually has almost like an oval shape. So I'm going to create a horizontal oval, and don't worry about these funny looking lines. We're going to erase them when we're done. Okay, and we're going to stick in the ears one time, and he's got some nice long droopy ears. One ear on this side, one ear on that side. Okay, let's make this a little smaller. Let's make this a little bit smaller as well, as it connects right back to the head. Okay, and now I'm going to outline the head. That way I can get rid of some of these unwanted lines. So I'm going to outline the outside. Straight into the ear, come around on this side, straight into the ear, and I'm going to come down here. And now this is the part where we are going to outline the outside and not the inside. And it looks kind of funny right now, so we're going to go ahead and fill in our eyes. Our eyes are two beautiful oval shapes, and our nose is going to sit right inside of that oval, and of course our mouth. Okay, now that we know where this is, we're going to outline this. And Goofy has 1, 2, 3 pieces of ears sticking out. Let's go ahead and give him a little hat. Base of the hat. Inside of the hat. And then it almost looks like a jelly bean that sits at the top. Let's outline this. One strand of here, 2 strands of here, 3 strands of here. Now to do his eyes, I'm going to go ahead and fill in his eyes. He has like these beautiful glassy eyes. And he has a little bit of green in his eyes. So I'm going to get my green marker while I'm at here. Put some green dots. And I'm just going to leave the green dots showing. I'm trying not to cover it up. 1, 2, there we go. And when we connect this part right here, we actually want to create this. This is the part that actually makes Goofy's face look like Goofy. Almost like a large heart. Okay, now we can fill in this part. And this part of his face is going to connect to everything else. This is the part that's in the color black. Okay, and let's go ahead and draw in the rest of his body, and then we'll come back in and finish coloring the hats and the rest of him. Okay, so he has almost like a round body. We're going to put his jacket in first. So his jacket is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this actually goes down like this. He has a little vest, a little sweater vest. And then that's his t-shirt. It's going to cut right about there. And his legs are going to taper in. So 1, 2, and right there you have like an N shape, and that's going to be the bottom of his legs. And now we're going to add in the shoes. So let's stop the pants. And he has some really big Goofy shoes. So here's 1. And 2. Wonderful. And his arms. 1, 2. And I like to draw a circle first. And then I like to attach the fingers afterwards, because this helps me keep everything uniform. So 1 finger. 2 fingers. 3. And 4. And the same for the other side. So this side is going to come down a little bit. Circle. 4 fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to give him a heart on his t-shirt. Okay, and we are ready to outline. When we're outlining the hand, make sure you are outlining the outside, and the only part of the inside part of the circle that you are outlining is actually going to be this part here that separates his long sleeve shirt from his actual hand. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and fill in color. So let's start off with the hat. And this is a little trick. If you want to create the illusion that there's reflection, I like to use a white color pencil over color. And that just creates that little reflection part. Let's give them a little more shine right there. There. Okay, now with my green. Let's give them a purple vest. A red heart. And he's known for that orange top. And let's extend the orange to the arms. One on this side, one on this side. Light blue pants. Some brown boots. And if you didn't have a white color pencil, you can use a white crayon. I'm going to use a white crayon right here to also show that there's a little bit of reflection that comes off of his boot. His boot is nice and shiny. I'll do one on that side and one on this side. Okay, and I'm going to finish his face. I'm going to erase some of these pencil lines that we had from earlier. Ooh, I broke my crayon. Okay. And solid nose. There you have it, friends. We got our very own baby Goofy. Awesome, friends. Thank you so much for joining me today. As you can see, my friends are doing all sorts of weird things right now. It's been a pleasure today. Happy birthday to you, Mickey. November 18th is his birthday. Don't forget to sing happy birthday for him. Again, to recap, Walt Disney was 65 years old. He was born in Chicago in 1901, and he loved drawing since he was about yay high. Probably a little bit younger. Yeah, and he's the guy that created what we call Disney Brothers Studios with his brother Roy. Their first character was Mickey Mouse in the film Steamboat Willie. And he did Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs as well. And in the 1950s, he created what we know today as Disneyland. Yeah, he's amazing. He's amazing. Walt Disney. Gotta love him. Bye, friends. See y'all later.